Hey, good morning. This is Steve with the Plumbing Pros. Happy Saturday to you. Just wanting to give you guys a little bit more inside baseball about the service industry this morning. Today's topic is marketing and how it relates downstream to you as the client and the customer of service companies. So I've operated and run the Plumbing Pros now for 11 years, and I definitely go behind a lot of companies all the time who are a third or twice the cost for the same equipment that we're proposing to do the work for. And sometimes people's reaction is, well, are they just trying to rip me off? And there may be cases where that's happening. I will say though, knowing the industry and how it works, larger companies or certain companies, they spend millions of dollars on marketing and advertising, because this industry is so demand oriented, whereas you're usually in an emergency situation and the number that comes in front of you, they can help, I'm going to press that number. To be that number or to be that name that's top of mind in this industry is millions of dollars. It's far beyond any kind of money that I could ever imagine putting out there to try to get phone calls for people to call the Plumbing Pros. I'm looking for all the free avenues and word of mouth as a small company. But just so you know, a big part of the cost that might seem like so overwhelming or so high isn't necessarily that, hey, this plumber's just really expensive because he's so good. A lot of times it's that there's millions and millions of dollars in advertising wrapped up in this company in terms of their costs that they have to recoup from their clients and customers so that they can continue to market and advertise that way. And so it's not so much that they're ripping you off per se, they have to make that kind of money to cover their costs. And you have to make a decision as the client or the customer as to whether that is a value that you want to spend your money on, or is it more important to you that you have exceptional plumbers come out to your house and provide you with the best materials possible, and a bigger chunk of your money and the value proposition has to do with the skill of the technician, his quality, his character, his pedigree, all those things, and the materials and the installation process and all those types of things. Is that the maxim here in terms of the value and the cost on offer? I would argue with smaller companies it very much is, versus the larger company dynamic where we've got millions of dollars of advertising and marketing. We've got a huge shop that we have to pay for to keep the lights on. Inside of this huge shop, we have HR, we have we have somebody doing permits and all these types of things. They have benefits, each of these people, in addition to what they have to be paid. There's middle management, there's management and middle management. There's a shop guy, there's an underling of the shop guy, there's inspection guy. There's all these types of costs along the way that you're paying for. Not just the actual plumber or the plumbing that's being done at your house. So just keep that in mind. Hopefully it's helpful for you to know that distinction and help you to decide where it is that you want to put your money in terms of what matters to you and the value that's there for you. So be aware of that, and I would challenge you to be get ahead of the plumbing problem rather than react to it when it happens, because usually we don't think about having a plumber in our cell phones to call when there's an emergency. Oh shoot, I saved that number, I wanted to call those guys because I'd researched them, I feel like I'm getting a really good value with them. That's the company I want to come out and take care of me in my home. No, it's usually more like, oh shoot, there's sewage coming out of the shower drain. Hey, I heard that jingle the other day on the radio. Call them. Here's the number. Let's look it up. The name is top of mind. Oh, you're in for it if you call that phone number. That's all I can say. So, do the research beforehand. It's going to super help you out, save you a ton of money. Hopefully that's a blessing to you. Enjoy your Saturday.